guys, welcome back. Another Wolf's Rain. We're on episode 3. Last week, Hige and Kiba, they got caught intentionally to go find to find Cheza. Didn't really know Cheza, they just smell her, so they went to go look for her, and then they're running around and they're about to run into mask face guy. Forgot his name. I'm sure I'll remember later on. But he's a huge mystery because first off, he's wearing a mask, so you don't know what he looks like. But he was putting people to sleep with his left eye, which looked like a wolf's eye. Don't know anything about what's going on there, so would definitely be interested in seeing like what's going on with him. And he seems to also have somebody that he's trying to revive. I don't know why he needs Cheza for that, but so we're kind of on a collision course here. And Tsume and Toboe, they're hanging out together. They're just kind of having like a little bit of heart to heart and just kind of just learning about each other. Like Tsume's still kind of like, you know, fuck off kind of thing, but Toboe had some really sad moments. And speaking of Toboe, I didn't even realize that girl was the same girl that fed him. Like I don't know how I made that or did not make that connection. She wasn't wearing that beanie, so I couldn't tell it was her. I don't know why she looked so different in that. And I even slightly missed the part where she was feeding the bird originally, and then the bird flew off. Like I think I was talking, and then when I started watching, the bird was already flying. So I was like, yeah, because I was like trying to remember if she had the bird when she was feeding him, and I don't remember seeing the bird back then. But yeah, now I realize it's the same girl. He accidentally killed the bird, and you know that was actually a really sad moment. The music in this show is fantastic. I cannot wait to get the soundtrack and just listen to it. But I kind of feel like sometimes like just listening to music before you watch a TV show or a movie is kind of a spoiler, because you can really kind of hear a lot of emotion and things, and it kind of gives things away, and you never know what certain songs are titled, because sometimes songs are titled the death of whoever, and then it kind of just spoils everything. So I kind of have to wait. I kind of don't want to, but like I'm gonna try to wait as long as I can to not just blow through the soundtrack, because there's already songs that I've heard up to episode 2 that I just want to listen to, like just by itself, like when I'm in my car or just chilling. So but anyway, we're gonna get started. Please like, subscribe, comment, everything. Any one of those things help me out. That's really awesome, and I'm really happy that I'm making the attempt at doing a second show, and I'm going to try to keep up with it as best I can in terms of my schedule. But for sure, I'm going to stick with these shows till the end. I feel like this song is just now beginning to do its thing to me. You know, it's interesting with some anime songs, like sometimes and we're back on. Sorry for that. You know, you pay for gigabyte internet and you can't even stream a show. Yeah, just like Yoko Kanno is just really killing it with this one. Or she killed it. You know, she did this a long time ago, but...
Wolves, you have my gratitude, for it was you who woke her. What? Who the hell?
He knows right away who they are.
Is mine.
Oh shit.
Cut it out.
What is going on? Holy shit.
Meet in paradise. If we meet again, that is.
Gone.
Look at this.
Must be a ship?
Pretty, ain't it? A souvenir from an angry wolf. That beast turned into a little boy right in front of my eyes.
You felt that, didn't you? You heard it, right? Such a sad voice.
It was a machine, that's all.
I wonder what that was. Maybe a distress call, perhaps?
That dog you shot ran away.
What a surprise.
And you think it put some kind of spell on us to escape?
You got it. There are a lot more of them, you know. People you pass every day on the street or in the market. Any one of them could be a wolf.
I get my conundrum with the guy hanging out with the dog, not thinking it's a wolf. I think it's a wolf. But then I don't understand if it is a wolf, why the wolf is hanging out with him.
The Book of the Moon.
Book of the Moon?
Like, she sees that he's hunting them. I don't understand why they would hang out. So I'm definitely interested in figuring that out.
I got a hunch there's food down here.
Huh?
Just a hunch.
Nice.
Like that guy stole the only clue we had. And the scent of lunar flowers is gone now, too.
Hige, he knew about paradise. That's why he took her.
He's a noble if I've ever seen one.
A noble.
I keep forgetting you're new here. Look, those guys are bad news. And I, for one, am smart enough not to mess around with them.
Are nobles like they have access to, they're just higher class people, maybe? Have access to more wealth, more technology. Uh-huh. Holy shit. That's your job. What do you do for a living? Oh, you know.
You heard that sound too, didn't you? And it must have made you feel sad. So stop lying and just be honest with yourself.
I think Tsume has like
Being
a...
alone doesn't bother you?
I'm sorry I ever got mixed up with a kid like you.
I think he's a better person than he leads on. He's just really protective of, I think, like his own heart. I think he's been hurt real bad, and he's just like, never again.
I've forgotten how lovely you look, lying in bed.
Oh, please. I must look awful.
Do you know about the Book of the Moon?
Yes, I think it's a pagan book, isn't it?
Some old story about how humans were created from wolves.
A red moon.
What?
That it would be pretty interesting.
It's just an old fairy tale.
Yeah, you're right. It's all nonsense.
I should rest a while.
You know something. Just protecting him. She cares. Okay, I have to say it just to say it once. She's pretty hot. Pretty ridiculous. But like out of my league kind of thing. So like I don't necessarily like thirst over her because I know better. You know? Plus she's not even real. Oh shit.
Tsume!
That's badass.
You sold me out.
We couldn't just let you get away scot-free.
You damn humans.
I'm sure they see that and they're like, oh fuck. Like, that's not normal.
But it's true, Dad. I swear I really did see one of them.
Keep talking like that and people will think you're crazy.
You already do, don't you, Dad?
Wait, Lyra!
What does he know? I'm fine by myself.
What is even that?
Hey, it's one of our own.
Move it, will ya? That's the last time I trust your nose.
Lyra, don't be scared. I won't do anything. I'm so sorry about your bird.
Come quick, it's the wolf! The wolf is here!
What does Blue see?
Stay calm. Why, Lyra? Why did you scream?
Don't come any closer!
Why? Didn't you come here to catch me?
Come on.
Get out of there.
What happened to you?
Where did Blue go? Ah, there we go.
You're pretty good.
It's go time. Oh shit.
Blue.
Man, it's kind of rough to see the imagery of dogs or wolves kind of, you know, hurt.
You're leaving town? But where else are you gonna go?
To paradise.
Do you know Tsume?
What about him?
He's one of us, so I thought he might want to leave too. We got split up.
So what? Is he like a friend of yours?
No.
They're close. I'm surprised Kiba wasn't like, fuck that guy. Because they fought before, right? So.
That's that gang of thieves again. They finally found the last of their hideouts. They were tracking the leader this afternoon, a young guy, but then, out of nowhere, this huge black dog shows up. You!
We need to team up.
Tsume?
You?
What? Hey, is this him?
I could smell the blood from your wound.
We're leaving the city. I really think you should come with us.
To paradise.
You're going with him because you believe in that crap?
We just can't live with the humans anymore and survive.
Go with them, bro.
Let me ask you, why did you guys come to this city? It was because of the flower scent, wasn't it? Well, it's gone now. There's no reason to stay.
This song, I'm already in love with this song.
Flower has nothing to do with it. I'm here because I belong.
I hope this is on the soundtrack because I can just listen to this for a while.
Do you have the slightest idea of what leaving the city would mean? You'll just die.
Everyone's gonna die. But if life has no purpose, you're dead already.
Sounds like some good advice. Little life motto. There you go, save him. It's not like last time.
You're really not coming with us?
Dude, you're bros. Dude, you're bros now. Just go with them.
Wolves don't exist. I'm only here to prove that.
Now, they call it that they're casting a spell to look like they're human, but I'm just wondering if that is really what it is. Is it an actual spell?
Tsume!
This way!
Yeah, there we go.
Jump already!
I was getting ready to, all right?
Move it. Hey! Wait a minute! Don't have the right to shoot! You idiot!
Are you scared?
Yeah, you wish.
Huh, I thought they were gonna end up seeing something to kind of make it definitive.
I'm not tracking them for pleasure or curiosity, you know. It's for revenge.
You're wrong. It's not possible. Screw this stupid journey. Paradise can kiss my ass. It was time to move on anyway.
What are they gonna do for food? Man. This song. Well, that was kind of like a nice. I got some closure out of that. You know, the last one was just kind of like open-ended, but now the gang is together. They, you know, shit hit the fan for all of them. None of them had any good reason to stay, and yeah, they're right. If they would have stayed, they would have just had to keep hiding, because now they were starting to get recognized even in their human form. So yeah, that was kind of, you know, kind of had to be done. But I would be interested in kind of just figuring out what they're gonna do outside the city, how to survive, because that's the whole point of staying in the city, right? Is to be able to have access to food and be able to have shelter and things like that. So but yeah, so, and you know, yeah, they even they don't know like what paradise is, and if it's real, and if it is real, is it all what it's all cracked up to be. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to, kind of them revealing for me. But I think another thing I really appreciate about this show is, if you've noticed nowadays in modern anime, all pets are voiced by people. Like the dogs are voiced by people usually, and it's just like this cute little stereotypical, you know, wolf kind of thing. And here it seems to be recorded from actual animals. If not, they did a damn good job, but I'm just gonna assume it is all from real animals. So I don't know if it was just like if we don't do that anymore due to some sort of like, is it like inhumane to try to work with animals just to record them that way? Like I'd imagine it's okay, but I just don't know why we don't still have that. Maybe it's just too difficult to get these particular sounds that they need for their show, and it's just easier just to ask a person to do it. I don't know. So, but I really appreciate the authenticity of the sound that all the wolves here make. It seems pretty legit. So so that's kind of like a nice small detail that I think makes certain moments more powerful, especially when the wolves get hurt, or when they are angry and start fighting. It's just more intense, it's more authentic to me. So that's really cool. Definitely would like to know where the fuck Cheza went. So she made that sound. I don't know if that was because of the guy making her make the sound, or if that was just the reaction that was on her end. So but it's just interesting that she was able to call out, and then like all the wolves were able to hear her. So I just don't know how it all fits together, really. So I don't know why they need each other to begin with. So other than define paradise, but yeah, I would like to know like the specifics of like why that is, and then why that leads them to paradise, and how it's all connected and everything. So but yeah, so definitely interested in seeing where this goes from here, because I assume not only do the wolves leave this place, but so do the people at some point, I'm assuming, because what are they going to do from inside the city now that the wolves are gone? So so I assume they're gonna think about leaving. So it'd be interesting to see what else is outside the city. If it obviously it's not the only place that exists outside the city, because there's that one dude's palace or whatever you want to call it. So I wonder if there's other cities that exist, or small villages, or something like that. But yeah, so great episode. I'm gonna move on to the next one, so I guess we'll sign off from here. But thanks guys for watching up to this point. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.